Hi, sports fans. You're now tuning in to Chicks in the Sports, the hottest sports show in the A. This is your girl, the self-proclaimed sportsnista, Yakiri Thomas, with...
I am Lita Lee, a.k.a. at Lita Wins.
Hi, this is Erica Blunt, the sports diva.
Hey, it's your girl, Alicia Bostic.
Hey, world, it's your sports guru. It's Bonnie, baby.
The game will never be the same. Game on!
Game on. This is your girl, the self-proclaimed sports Nista Yakiri Thomas, and I got a very important, exciting person in here. But before I get to her, let me tell you who I'm hanging with right now.
It's your girl, E. Bleezy. What's up?
Hello, Atlanta. It's Alicia.
Yes! And also our special guest. Go ahead, plug yourself on in here.
It is I, Joci Cakes in the building.
Woohoo! Awesome. We are so excited to have you here today. Now, without further ado, Joci Cakes is in the building. Let's talk about some things for you.
Okay.
We got some delicious treats.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Now, what is the name of that? It's green. It looks healthy.
It does look healthy, but what is it about?
It is Cheat Eats. And it's actually the flavor today is key lime.
Oh,
so, spice it up, do a little something different.
Yeah.
But it's Cheat Eats. Cheat Eats is for those cheat days. For those who want to cheat on their diet. It's a nice size serving. It's not too much. It only has 230 calories.
Ooh.
And it is 0 trans fat.
Ooh.
So that means that you can indulge on your cheat day and not splurge, not do too much. It's about the size of a large cupcake. So it's like eating a large cupcake.
Oh my God.
That sounds
I
yummy.
love that. I want to eat it right now.
I know.
It's in a jar, so you can kind of taste a little and put a bit up and, close it up and put it in the refrigerator for later if you don't want to eat it all at one time.
Now, what is it is like a...
It's
cupcake.
ready to go cake. It's cake. You don't have to cook it, stir it. You don't have to do anything. Just open it up and eat.
Also, it's in the perfect container to grab and go.
Yeah. Yes,
like for girls on the go, you could be eating that in Atlanta traffic,
in
the car.
And it's not glass; it's plastic, and so you don't have to worry about you dropping it or shattering or anything like that.
Good.
So sometimes I cheat. I
was about to say,
sometimes my shirt is so funny because people are like, "What?" But sometimes I cheat.
Yes.
Sometimes
Period.
Sometimes you cheat. And
you have to have those days.
Right.
But working in a bakery, that would have to be almost impossible because you have to taste test it.
You do,
have to.
but because I've made it
know.
and it's consistently the same every time, I know what it tastes like, so I don't have to keep tasting it.
So if we come into your shop, what can we expect to buy?
Right.
I'm online based.
Okay.
So everything is made fresh to order.
Oh, great.
So if you come to the shop, you're just coming to pick up what you asked for.
Oh.
It's not a storefront. I don't do simple hand-to-hand retail. So everything is made fresh for you or your specific liking, whatever you want.
Way to make a customer feel special.
Yeah, because it's all about you. I can't be in business without my clients.
That's
I like to make my
excellent
customers
customer
happy.
service. That's
I
amazing.
know, right? It really is.
That is amazing.
Now, question for you. Have you had this super ginormous, enormous order ever? Have you had 1,000 cupcakes?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
How did you handle it?
I know, right? How did that happen?
With lots of stress. I had to get some help. It was kind of in the beginning when I first started, so it was overwhelming. But once you get a process going, it's kind of like clockwork. It's like a system. You bake your ice, you bake your ice, you bake your ice.
Assembly line, if
pretty
you will.
much. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make is key lime cake.
This key lime cake?
That key lime
exactly.
cake. Yes, that key lime
cheese
cake.
itself.
Key lime cake is actually my signature cake. A lot of people haven't had key lime cake before. They've had key lime pie. And so it's a new experience, and then I have mastered it. So
what's the icing?
It's kind of hard to go down
that?
here. It has a cream cheese.
Oh my God! So it's like, is there icing on there?
Can I just eat it now?
You can eat it now. You all can eat them now.
You've done it for me.
It has icing on it. This is amazing,
now.
right?
It has a cream cheese icing.
Oh my god.
We're gonna cheat.
I know. Go ahead.
I need to know.
It looks
what
amazing.
This tastes
I know.
like.
Oh my gosh.
I really do
How
need
it tastes.
to. I need
Is
to
it
taste
y'all?
this, y'all.
Is it delicious? Oh, what?
I haven't even gotten any of
Yo,
the
let me
cake.
close this
Just
right
give
now,
me this
because-
icing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna be able to last.
So good.
Oh my.
We're not gonna be able to do the rest of the
Okay.
show if I
I
eat
know,
all this.
right?
No,
So-
just a little bit. That's why I got a lid, so you can put the lid back on it and kind of stick your
heard-
finger in.
I heard that you had an appearance on Love and Hip Hop with your cakes. How was that? Like,
So-
what was that like?
It wasn't actually me. It was just the cakes were featured in the scene.
Oh, awesome.
So it was a scene that they did. And so they kind of had my cakes kind of on display. And so it was nice.
Was it something they had ordered in advance? It was something like, we need this for the set?
It was like, this is the setup. And then I just had free creative to do whatever I wanted.
That's
so I did
awesome.
like a gifting, like a gift box with glitter and
Did that help
sparkles.
like progress you and stuff with like social media? And
Yes,
everything?
it helped. You know, it brings brand recognition.
Of course.
You know, people like to say, "Oh, okay, I remember. Or I heard you from this." So it
Or that cake looked good. Who made that?
Right.
That's what I would have been asking.
anything with glitter. Women like stuff with glitter, so I always try to put glitter on things.
But then you taste it, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, it
Yeah.
looks good, but
Yeah.
it tastes
Yeah.
even better."
I would love. You know what, Alyssa? We wanted Alyssa to get some too. Alyssa, you want to share some?
Alyssa's gonna share. Some.
Please don't tempt me. I'm so jealous. You're lucky there's a wall between us.
She would jump through and get us right
All
now.
right. You want some, Sky?
I always do.
It really looks good. I think Alicia.
It's so good. This is the best cream cheese icing that I've
Yeah,
ever
I had
eaten.
the icing. It was
And
amazing.
I feel like I'm kind of a connoisseur. Like, I feel like I've eaten my fair share of treats because I was telling everyone before the show, like, I don't just sometimes cheat. Like, I cheat all of the time.
You're a habitual cheater.
I always cheat. I'm a habitual cheater. And this is like, really, really good.
Oh,
Like,
my gosh.
you need this in your life.
And it's only 230 fat calories.
That's great. So we do have more for everybody, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You
I
guys
have
get
some
some
for
too.
everyone. Everyone
Oh,
can
like,
cheat.
yay.
Today, everyone gets to cheat.
Cheat day, cheat day.
So I have a question. What got you into making cakes and like wanting to start this business? Like, how did that start for you?
So I'm a self-taught baker. No one in my family bakes. I kind of made a recipe. This girl brought some cake to work, and I was like, well, I want to change the recipe. So I changed it up and took it to work for a potluck. And then people were like, can you make it? Can you make it? Can you make it? And it just kind of progressed from there. I began to make it a full-term business when I lost my job. And it was like, I never want to be in that position where somebody else can fire me again. You know what I mean? And we all get fired. Don't act like y'all ain't never got fired.
I want to be my own boss. I get it.
And so I went from there, and I just kind of started with one cake. And I did one cake, and I sliced it. Me and my daughters, they was 2 and 6. And they was like, barbershop beauty salon, like all day Saturday.
Yeah.
That was like, you know how they like sell CDs out of the trunk? Like I was selling cars out of the car, you know, cake out of the car. It was just like, that was my hustle, and it just kind of built up and built up and built up, and I just continued to invest in it and brought it to the level that it's at now.
That's amazing.
That is. Would you say that was like your blessing? That door that closed
Yes.
in your face.
Yes.
God opened this ginormous door.
It
which
was.
You just ran on through.
It
right?
was.
Yeah.
It was that safe zone.
Exactly.
You know, we all get comfortable, we
That's
all
true.
get safe, and we don't want to step out on our dreams and our goals. And it pushed me when I didn't want to be pushed. It was like, you know, I was kind of making cake on the side, but it was like, But at that moment, it was like, okay, everybody got to eat.
Amen.
We gonna eat. They gonna eat cake, and we gonna eat groceries. Like we gonna get this thing going. So it
Oh
went
my
that way, and
gosh,
it was a blessing. It definitely was. You have to take the good with the bad and see the better in every situation. Everything is not a bad thing.
That's
you
true.
know.
I love that. I love that. Now, you know, are you ready to talk sports? I know you're loving
I'm ready. I'm ready to talk
Alicia
as much
got you.
sports as I can talk. You know, Alicia got a little notebook.
I know that's what you do.
Look
Yeah,
over there.
I always
see what I don't know.
I always have some notes.
But I think I might know a little bit. I might know
right.
enough.
Hey, it's Chicks into Sports. That's what we're here for.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Getting our number.
That's
yeah.
right.
Call us at, which number is it?
Call
There's
us
two.
404-603-8770.
404-603-8770.
Yes.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
Tune in. Tell us your thoughts, y'all.
All day.
What are we starting with? You want to
Alicia,
go?
kill the March Madness. first.
March Madness.
yes.
Okay, it's over.
It's over.
Sad. One shining moment happened. Clemson made it in the one shining moment thing, so I was pretty excited about that.
Yes.
let's start it off with women's, because the women's final was way more exciting than the men's.
Absolutely.
Notre Dame facing off against Mississippi State. Fighting Irish took down the Bulldogs 61-58. And, of course, the star of the game for the last two games, really, was Notre Dame's Errica Ogunbuwale, which I think that I probably just butchered that name, but maybe not.
Yay,
We like
good
you.
job.
We like it. I literally have it written out, so I would never forget how to say it. And I'm pretty sure I still said it wrong.
Okay.
But she hit the game winner not only in the Final Four game, but also in the final game. And she has people tweeting out to her left and right. She's heard from Dwayne Wade. She's heard from J.J. Watt. She has heard from Kobe.
Yes.
Kobe tweeted at her saying she had hashtag Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Wow.
She said that she was getting so many tweets and calls, text messages at the end of the game. She had to turn her phone off. Her phone literally froze. She was like, I just had to put it down.
Yeah, that's
so
nice.
shout out to her. And also cool, she's number 24, Kobe's 24. And you have a legend, but like game respects game.
Yeah.
Errica, we see you. We might not be able to
you,
pronounce
girl.
your name, but we're going to learn.
We know who you are, and we got you. We got you, girl. We got you.
And then obviously men's Villanova versus Michigan. Not as exciting as we were expecting, but Michigan has won all of their previous 5 games by at least double digits, and the finals was no different, 79-62. And Villanova taking home the second national championship in 3 seasons. Yes. So hats off to them. That's who I picked to win in my bracket, so that was my one shining moment.
Yes. And she shined.
You know what? But even though Loyola didn't go all the way, Sister Jean, we still love you.
Yeah, we love
and
Sister Jean.
we are inspired by your willingness to follow them all the way to the end and give them, big ups from the man above. So shout out to Loyola and Sister Jean. We still love you.
I would have loved to know what Sister Jean, after every single game, would send the coach an email and then the players personalized emails.
so sweet.
And I would have loved
cute.
to know what she would have sent them
I know.
after the
So
national
cute.
championship. Because I think, had Loyola been playing, it might have been a closer game. Michigan just didn't really play well. They were shooting terrible. I don't know. We'll just see. But yeah, Team Sister Jean.
I know, right?
Team Sister
all
Jean.
day.
All
Every
day.
day.
All day
All
long.
day. Alyssa, you have something to say about that. She's done.
She's done with that.
She's like, Alicia did it all. She co-signed it, ended it, and again, congratulations. You know?
While we're on basketball, let's talk about an interesting matchup that we really didn't expect. LeBron James and Justin Timberlake, who knew they were friends?
Yeah.
I did not.
How
Who knew?
jealous do you think Jimmy Kimmel is right now?
Super.
I know, right?
Super.
Jimmy
They're
Fallon.
like good friends.
Jimmy Fallon, not Jimmy Kimmel.
Super
Jimmy
jealous.
Fallon.
Right. Super jealous. So basically, LeBron showed up at his Man of the Woods tour event in Cleveland and joined him on the stage with a whole platter of shots for everyone. So they all took a shot on stage.
Yes.
And meanwhile,
Shots.
the cheering in the audience is MVP. So I'm like, what better environment to be around? I mean, what a great atmosphere. I would have been so excited.
I would have been excited about the shots.
I would have been excited about all of it. I mean, come on. We have Justin Timberlake. That's first. I love him to life. LeBron James, who's my favorite player personally, but I mean, I don't know. I just think that would have been so cool. I'm like, hey, what about shots for everybody else?
But JT didn't know that he was going to
He had no idea. No,
that's right.
He had
I
no
love
idea.
that.
He had no idea. And then Justin showed up to one of LeBron's games.
It was
the game that night.
Friday night. So it was like, hey, I'm going to
Right.
come support you.
And then
he
you
returned the
offered
player.
for me, yeah.
What a great duo. You know, I really loved that. I loved it. It was
I love
great.
that. Yeah, all the way around. Who would have thought, though? Who would have thought?
And
Never
Justin
would've thought.
Timberlake was wearing his LeBron 15s. So it was like,
Aw,
oh,
that's
so
true.
cute.
Like,
I know.
friends.
I know,
Like
they
I
seem
support
like
you and I'm
BFFs.
your friend.
Yeah,
They seem like BFFs, you know.
which is such an odd pair, an odd
It
pairing.
is, really.
But I love it.
I love it too.
I think it's
that's
great.
dope.
Support each other no matter what. You
No,
know?
yes.
Doesn't matter what field you're in.
But you know what? Let's get onto some non-support here.
Oh boy.
You know, I will say, typically in situations where there are women involved, I am very supportive. But this Dancing with the Stars, Tonya Harding, competing. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, do you guys, know the background of Tonya Harding and Nancy Carrington?
Give us a little insight.
Yes, you do. Y'all all know this story.
Okay,
Come
right.
on.
I mean, I know a little bit, but give me a little more.
Many moons ago.
I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing.
Jesse don't know nothing, so we're going to say it anyway.
Many moons ago, there was a competition. There was 2 figure skaters, right? They were skaters, and someone got a little, I want to say she got jealous.
Tonya Harding was like, first of all, like a renegade.
Yeah,
she was like from like a kind of spatchy family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe didn't fit the mold of like a figure skater. She wasn't really refined. She was.
But Nancy was.
Right.
You know, and she was on top of her game. And before.
But Tonya Harding also was super, super talented.
She was.
Just didn't fit maybe the typical mold of
Nancy,
a figure skater.
I guess Nancy was kind of the American girl.
The
you know
American
what I mean?
girl.
Beautiful, like
American
golden.
girl.
Although Tonya was the blonde.
Yeah, I know she was.
She was the blonde.
But she just didn't. I don't know. But anywho, there was some situations where she hired a hit guy, and he tackled her and hit her knees. Right? Did he break her kneecap?
Yeah. So it was her boyfriend's best friend who thought that he was like this CIA like undercover covert agent.
Man, Sky, what do you have to say about this?
I know,
He was
Tonya
kind
Harding,
of ridiculous.
the Britney Spears of skating.
It's kind of true. I love that, Alicia. That's kind of spot on.
That's really spot on.
Yeah. But again, you know, it happened. She went down as disgraceful. How could, you know, it went back to, oh, she did this. She had this happen to Nancy. And now, you know, years later, she's competing on Dancing with the Stars. But Nancy also competed like a couple of seasons ago, right? Was it last season or?
It was a couple seasons ago, but I think that with the whole I, Tonya movie, we have like made.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, it was really good. Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie is super talented. I thought it was a good movie because also too that happened before I was born, so it always hurt. You like hear about this stuff, but like it's cool to watch it.
Made me feel so old.
No,
I was there. She was like before I was born. I was like I was so alive.
Me too. I was so alive, right?
I was so like I wasn't even like a little bit alive. I was like way alive. Yeah.
And that was like the big topics of the day, along with OJ and everything else that was happening during that time.
Right.
But, you know, just for her to be on Dancing with the Stars, and they're saying, sources are saying, because she gets ratings. I mean, obviously you watch. I didn't watch the movie.
So I get movies. We have movies sent to us because my dad is part of the Screen Actors Guild, so we get to vote on them. It's super fun. It also means that I don't have to pay $13 to go see movies, which I'm all about.
Oh my gosh! Lucky.
I can use my money to buy cakes instead of going to the movies.
Right. And again,
see how that all came full circle.
But I could cheat. But you could also sneak your cheat eats into the movie theater.
Yeah,
a little nag, you know.
So I watched it and I thought it was really interesting because it kind of favored her. It kind of showed her perspective. She grew up in a really, really broken household, and her mom was crazy. Like had a bird sitting on her shoulder and would like throw knives at her. Like really, really ridiculous things. So it showed her side of the things. So I don't know. But anytime stuff like that happens, we don't know the full story. Yeah. Do we know? Like, does she know that it happened? Did she not? I don't really know.
And will we ever know? Honestly,
I think that everybody deserves a fair chance.
A second chance.
Yeah, and so you know that was like many moons ago. She may have.
Don't tell us our age now. Many moons ago,
you might want to keep that on the low.
2.5 moons ago.
Right.
But you know, she may have changed. She may have grown, matured. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us aren't the same person we were 5 years ago. So. You know, she deserves the same chance that everybody else does. Like everyone who's been on the show hasn't been like the perfect, you know, person to you know that you'd be like, oh yeah, put them on there. Like, you know, she adds that edge.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think she's trying to like redefine herself. I think in a recent interview after the movie, she was like, I'm just done talking about this.
Understandable.
Like I'm over it
because it happened.
It happened a long time ago.
And she was young. Was she probably like in her 20s? Right.
Probably,
I think about 20-something.
I think
no
she
more
was
than 25.
Or like
she was really young.
Yeah, and if you think about it, just I guess in that perspective that in our 20s we've all done things that we look back, especially me being my 30s. 30s?
She's only 25. Don't even, you know.
She's
only 25.
That's it. Plus 10. But, you know, that we've all done that we kind of look back on and say, you know, why in the world did I do that? Right. So in that aspect, I could see, you know.
And it has to leave the past in the past, you know. Let it be a bygone.
It has to suck for, like, your whole life to be that one
that
moment.
Label.
That moment. You know what I mean? Like,
forever.
Like, not even the fact that you made it
forever.
To the you know what I mean?
We have a
That
caller.
moment.
Someone wants to chime in. Chime in.
Oh.
All right, who is it?
Hello.
Hello, Carla.
Hi, guys. It's Clarissa. How is everybody?
Hi,
Clarissa. First of all, I just want to say that you guys are hilarious. I'm cracking up laughing at you guys right now. But I wanted to ask Joci, what is her favorite flavor of cheat eats?
Favorite flavor of?
What's your favorite flavor of cheat eats?
Oh, the key lime.
Key lime.
Okay. Key lime
Key lime.
is my favorite. Is my favorite flavor. I'm trying to hear you, honey.
She can't hear you.
I don't know.
Can y'all
I'll take
hear
them
me?
off.
Yeah. Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me now? Can I hear
Yes,
you?
I can hear you.
Okay, we're good. My favorite flavor is the key lime, only because it's a lighter cake, and it's not as heavy as you know the red velvets and the chocolates.
Ooh, there's red velvet and chocolate.
There are.
Ooh,
In this, not in that jar.
I was going to say where.
I'm ready. I'm like,
Oh my God! I was going to say we're going to have to take a commercial break because I need to just go ahead.
It is delightful. It's delightful. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Clarissa, for calling
Thank
and
you.
always
Bye,
supporting.
guys.
We love you, honey.
plug where she can find.
So
Plug where she can find to buy the cake.
yes, and I can
yeah.
hear now.
Oh.
You can go to our website, which is jocicakes.com, and order directly from the website, and all the items are there. They are only $3.50.
JOCI.
JOCICAKES.
Love that. Oh my gosh.
Just Joci Cakes.
Y'all get out and go get these cakes. They are so good.
Yes.
So good.
For real. For real.
Thank you so much, caller.
All right.
Okay. Moving right along.
Let's talk about a hero.
Okay, let's talk
Well,
about
kind
that.
of a hero. Julie, well, Sky's our hero too.
He's our hero.
He's our superhero, right?
Hero.
Okay, but for now, we'll talk about Julian Edelman. So basically, he posted just a regular picture, a throwback he had with another player on his Instagram, and someone commented under his picture saying that he was going to shoot up his school.
Right.
So someone else noticed the comment and was like, I think you should see this. Somebody is saying under your picture, they're going to shoot up their school. So he took attention to that immediately, and he got a direct message from the person as well. And immediately, contacted the authorities and tried to, figure out what was going on. Turns out, whoever it was, they went to the home, and they found, 2 rifles that was owned by his mom, and stopped him before he could do anything, which was great. So I was just like, wow, it's crazy how social media, you can just really look over those type of things, especially celebrities. They have, millions of comments. So, of course, they're not jugging through them and, looking at it.
Right.
But with something important like that, it's important to pay attention. And to really be on top of who's commenting, what they're saying, stuff like that is so scary, especially all of the shootings that have happened previously and just this week with YouTube headquarters in California. So
devastating.
Shout out to Julian Edelman
for
helping stop that. That's the last thing we need is another one.
Well, shout out to the guy who DM'd him.
Yes.
Who they've reached out to him, but they haven't gotten a response back because Julian was like, I really, really want to send this guy a care package. I'm a dad and this is important to me now. Whenever you think about you having kids, Parkland just happened, the YouTube shooting just happened. You have to take threats seriously. And so he actually had his assistant go through all of the comments, which thank goodness you have an assistant. That's what they're there for.
Right. I know. And that has to be a lot.
It is,
And the kid is only 14. So they contacted the police in Boston, who contacted the Michigan police, drove to the house, and so now the 14-year-old boy is in juvie. He has had one court hearing so far, but it's going to be handled by the local DA's office.
And shouts out to that detective work.
Yeah.
Because, you got to do IP addresses.
And that's what they did. Yeah.
And it's hard to do that through social media because of trolls. People that just make profiles. It's not even them, post different pictures, and you won't even really know where to find them. It's just so tricky these days. But, it's a good thing we have the technology we do today so that we can look and really get into details and stop stuff like this from happening.
And it's hard not to I know that y'all are going to hate me for this. It's hard not to the Patriots right now. The Patriots flew Parkland victims up to D.C. on the team plane, and now you have Julian Edelman maybe stopping a potential school shooting. So maybe even if
she is.
Even if it's on the off season, you gotta like the Patriots right now.
Okay.
I mean, that's what winners
I'm just
do.
gonna have some cake on.
You gotta like them right now.
That's just
Not gonna happen.
That's all she's gonna say about that.
That's
okay.
They're 2 for 2 on Goodwill in my book.
I'm sure Arthur Blanks has something in the works for the Falcons. Okay, standing up and rising up for A-Town. Oh, nothing to say. It's crickets in here. Got very quiet.
Yeah, that's how we feel about the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. No, I will agree with that. I will agree.
Arthur Blank just got inducted into the Hall of Fame for Georgia sports or something, a couple weeks ago. He's a great man. He doesn't have to. He doesn't. I mean, we're just talking about the Patriots and Julian Edelman right now, but there's stuff. He does great stuff.
He
all the
does.
time.
Yeah, he does.
So we
Love you.
We love the Falcons.
Yeah. Right, Alicia?
I love the Falcons.
Okay.
Rise up.
All right.
Again, let me just get another scoop of this.
Silly. Okay, guys. Okay.
I don't have tea, so I can't sip.
Get your calls in. 404-603-8770. We are in the building with Joci Cakes. Having some great cake talk.
Great
She
cake.
eats. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this label is so awesome. How did you come up with this cute little logo?
I wanted something that let you know that it was kind of geared toward the fitness community.
Oh.
And so that's what the muscle is for,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And then the A, which is actually looks like resembles a cupcake.
I love
so
that.
It's kind of like a 2-in-1.
It looks so good.
It's kind of like self-explanatory, but if you just look at it and I explain what the product is, then you get an idea.
I want to eat the cupcake that's on the label.
I can't stop picking it up. So y'all go get your cheaties.
It's definitely not as good as the one that's inside the jar.
Okay.
Listen,
that's fair.
I can't wait to get inside the jar. So
that's fair. That's
all
fair.
right. That's all right.
Again, Joci, plug it in so our listeners can know for sure where to find you.
How
Plug
to
it
get
in
you find
there.
me, Joci Cakes, www.jocicakes.com. I'm also on IG, JUS Cakes, Joci Cakes, just Joci Cakes. My number is 404-587-3059. We take all orders fresh. Call us up during business hours. I have to say that.
Of course.
People think about cake at 12 and they're like, hey, let me call her.
I know, right?
No. But that's how you can find us. We're located and based out of Tucker, Georgia, but we do deliver to event halls and business offices as well.
Oh,
and
amazing.
we also sell whole cakes and custom cakes.
Custom cakes. So no orders big or small, right?
Right. No orders big or small.
Love that.
Cater to the customer. Whatever the customer desires, then that's my goal to give you what you need.
Love it.
So what is the most creative thing or cake you've done?
Oh my God, I was going to ask that.
What have you done?
The most creative, I think, would be when I first started, and I had to do a Hennessy bottle.
Oh.
And it was like
a Hennessy bottle.
Being self-taught, that's back when everybody would watch like Food Network and try to just duplicate what they did, and then you would figure out it didn't work like that. And so it took me like 5 days.
Oh my gosh!
To like keep making it and shaping it and keep making it and shaking it, and so I finally figured it out. But that was the most interesting. Like I enjoyed it because when I finally finished, I felt like accomplished. Like,
I love that. I love
it.
Now, while we, quickly while we're on the Hennessy bottle, I want to give a shout out to my mother-in-law. Shout out to my mother-in-law. This is her birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Dukes. Happy birthday. And, dealing with my mom-in-law, I love the Hennessy. No, I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
Are you really?
I'm just joking.
Well, we do make alcohol cakes. So
that's what I was gonna say. What about those?
We do. So if she wants an alcohol Hennessy cake, I would be more than pleased to make that.
Oh, love that! Great plug. I love that.
Awesome.
So
let's talk about The Rock, who's one of my personal favorites. I'm a super fan. All his movies.
Can you do the eyebrow?
I can try.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Can you do it?
I can do it. I don't even want to try.
I have tried for years. I can't raise one eyebrow. Oh, Justin can do it.
Did you do it? Justin did The Rock eyebrow.
You did it.
Okay. You put him on FaceTime. Do it, Justin.
Okay, so I love all of The Rock's movies.
He's
I loved him
so
when he
cute.
was in WWE, and he's fine.
Adorable.
Okay. And he's an amazing dad.
Is that the husband friend?
No, I know, right? She got to keep it on low because the husband's here. That's all right, though. But basically, he just did a recent interview about how he beat years and years of depression from when he was younger, before he even got on WWE, to now, being a dad and, trying to figure out how to live this celebrity life with all the movies going on and everything. So I was really inspired because he opened up a lot about his childhood, being with his mom, then being evicted, not knowing what they were going to do.
Wait, go start from the start. Go slow, don't leave anything out. Okay. So take us back to whenever he had his first realized that he was truly depressed.
So the first time he realized that is when he was younger, as a teenager.
15.
He was 15. Yeah, he watched his parents struggle to afford, means of living. Their apartment, they were evicted from that, their cars repossessed, and, they were living in an efficiency that cost $120 a week, So every day they were coming home and figuring out, what are we going to do to make it to the next day? And just seeing his mom, and he also watched his mom attempt suicide around that time, which was so traumatic, I can imagine.
Walking into, Highway 65 traffic, ready
Cars,
to just
ready
to just go,
Yeah. And what's so interesting about that is the mom to this day does not have any recollection of that actually happening.
And it's probably best that she does not think about that.
But again,
that followed him even to college. He went to University of Miami, full ride scholarship for football.
What was that, Alicia? What was that?
You.
That was you.
He would have been wearing the turnover chain all the time.
I thought that was a U for UGA, but that's okay.
Oh, no.
Keep
We
going.
like them too. We like them too.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so, he wanted to be a pro football player at, University of Miami from there, after. And he had a bunch of injuries. So after that, he dropped out of college. His GPA was like trash. It was like 0.7. So he's like, what am I going to do? Another stage of depression. I'm dropping out of school. I'm hurt. What's my next move in life, And then he managed to pick himself back up. He quit Miami, and then his first semester freshman year, he had the 0.7 GPA. 2 years later, he was academic captain. So it's like, how do you keep it going? And he was just saying, I just had to keep grinding. I always have to pay attention to what I feel and realize that, I have feelings as well, and it doesn't make me any softer than anyone else, and everyone needs to heal their own wounds.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad he's in tune with his mental health, and a lot of people have issues with that, and mental health is so, so important. And we really, really have to pay attention to ourselves and people around us, because you never know what signs are there for people to just be gone tomorrow, So it's so important that him in his spotlight, he took advantage of this platform to really open up about that and let people know that they're not alone and that everyone goes through it. It's not just a you're crazy thing, it happens a lot to people.
Sure.
So yeah.
And success and money doesn't
cover
cure mental health.
No.
One thing that he posted, it was about 2 months ago, he is on the show Ballers, and he posted an Instagram post shooting a scene where it was kind of a tragic scene. William committed suicide, who's his character's brother, so he's at the gravesite, and he posted on Instagram and said, I didn't like shooting this scene, but we really have to do our best to pay attention when people are in pain, help them through it, talk to them about the struggle, remind them that they're not alone. I'm lucky that I got this day when I was 15, and it wasn't always the case.
Yeah. And what's so crazy about depression, that is a hereditary thing. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. And just thinking about his mom obviously has suffered from that. It's just, to me, it's so positive to see people coming out. I think last week, didn't we speak on a Hawks player?
We talked about the Hawks players. We have been talking about this. This is something that we have talked about probably 4 and 5 times on Chicks Into Sports because so many people are coming out in waves of supporting one another. We talked about Kevin Love a couple months ago, and we talked about Hawks, like the young Hawks player last week. And then I know personally, Mark Rippon just came out with a pretty telling interview about how he tried to commit suicide and his wife saved him, and how he's just been dealing with a lot of stuff. So it doesn't discriminate against if you're an athlete. It doesn't care how much money you make. It doesn't
care
who you are.
Rich, poor, it doesn't matter. It comes in all forms, and we have to pay attention.
Absolutely.
And we have to heal in the best ways we know how.
And bring in awareness, and that's the start, right?
And that's what we're doing right here in Chicks Into Sports. So call us 404-603-8770. Call us. Give us your thoughts.
Yes.
Can we go from one rock to the other?
Sure. Oh, yes.
One rock.
Please
okay, so we talk about Dwayne Rock Johnson. Another rock that has kind of caused a lot of controversy around the NFL is one that Dree Brees purchased.
Oh, love that. Like that. How you just put that together there.
So, Dree Brees is suing his jeweler. Says the collection that he bought is for $15 million over the span of a couple years is actually worth $9 million less than what he paid for it. Obviously, the biggest hit is on a 4.09 carat blue diamond ring.
Oh my God.
That he bought in 2015 for $8.18 million.
Alyssa wants to say something. What is it, Alyssa?
That's his problem. It's his fault. You know what? You need to be a knowledgeable consumer. You need to do your research, and you need to get your blah, blah, blah together.
You need to do your research.
I hope he can recover some funds. But at the end of the day, are you really going to trust the word of a car or a jewelry salesperson? You're going to go in with notes, so that's on him. Like, I don't feel bad for him. Like, he made that mistake.
I agree.
And play for a real team.
I do.
I agree.
You know? But again, just that amount of money on jewelry, though. You know?
Y'all, come on. He just
Right.
signed a 2-year, $50 million deal.
He's got plenty to throw around.
He said that the jeweler guaranteed him that it would increase in value.
Yeah.
But no one can guarantee you that.
No.
You know
It
what I mean?
depreciates.
He should have been a
right?
little smarter than that.
Because if you wear it, I don't want it.
Right. That's right, though. It's like
If
you don't want
if
something
you
else somebody
$200
has.
necklace, I'm not going to pay you $200 after you wore it. I'm not going to pay more.
Exactly.
6 years later.
Right.
It's completely depreciated by that point.
I paid $100 for it. I'm not paying $200.
You know, it's crazy. Art appreciates, right?
Yeah.
Art is something that you can invest in,
timeless.
and you obviously get a nice bang for your, especially if the artist is someone like Picasso or so. But have you noticed, like, some people are finding art by these mega artists that were just in someone's attic? You know what I mean? Like, that is. I've been looking for that art. You know? I'm like, is this a Picasso? Is this did Michelangelo do this? Like,
right.
I'm just, but no, to get it back on the subject. Go ahead, carry on. I'm no one.
I just think it's wild. Because he was like, "Oh yeah, I felt like I was lied to," and it's like, well, maybe you were, but also I'm not like a jewelry expert. My jewelry comes from like Forever 21 and H&M.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
But like after you buy jewelry, don't you go and get it appreciated so you can have it insured?
Especially if you pay that much for it.
Yeah.
Well, you get it appraised. He said he got it appraised, but the guy said it was going to increase in value. And so as time is going on, it hasn't increased. And so he feels like he was cheated.
I
but
know,
that's
right?
that's like someone saying you buy stock and then somebody guarantee you that your stock.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Or cars, right? Yeah.
Right.
It's like,
You know? So, again,
I got something to sell. You come here.
I know, right?
It's going to appreciate.
I know. It is.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna
will
increase.
appreciate this in just a few
leave it
minutes.
on the counter. It's going to be worth $10 million in 6 months.
No, right. But I guess speaking of food, does wine? Does that appreciate? Do you think that after time?
Yeah, because if
Alcohol
it,
appreciates.
Yeah.
but certain jewelry appreciates. Like if you buy a Rolex, like the value of a Rolex doesn't really depreciate because if you have like gold and diamonds, like certain things like that are like classics. But like when you see, look, TMZ released the first photo of this blue diamond ring. I mean, it's massive.
Yeah.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Love that.
That's huge.
It's pretty.
That's very pretty.
And also just to like kind of put this into perspective, I just said it earlier, but he just signed a 2-year, $50 million deal, and according to Spotrac, something, and he has an estimated career earnings of $194 million.
That's what I was going to say. What is his net?
So not to make excuses, but also too, it's like $9 million you probably make in a month or two. Like I think you'll be okay. Like don't hackle the jeweler because you trusted him.
Do your due diligence.
His job is to sell.
Yeah.
That's his job. His job is to sell, and he sold it, and you bought it, and now that's it.
This is the predicament you're in.
That's it.
Should have done your homework.
Should have did your homework.
It was for his wife, I'm sure. Happy wife, happy life. Just let her be happy and wear pretty jewelry.
And the part of the story that nobody knows about is the Falcons jeweler is the person that sold it to him. That's what you get for being a saint.
For real? Is that the Falcon? I was like,
this guy is in California.
No, I was just messing because he plays for the Saints, and so anyway, there's
yeah.
nothing good comes from the Saints.
Oh, that would have been a shady situation.
It was a Falcons fan. Falcons fan was the jeweler.
That was shady.
I like what Sky was coming in here with some breaking news, and I was like, oh my gosh, did Sky just break news?
I like what you did there. I did.
Yeah,
like
he's doing the shade. He's doing the shade.
Yes.
Speaking of shade, do you got a great SMH-OMG moment coming up?
I do have a great SMH-OMG moment coming up. Are you ready? That's the question.
Let's do it.
SMH-OMG moments up next.
Hashtag Chicks in the Sports tags your best.
Yay!
Oh, man. Okay. Are y'all ready?
We ready.
You're ready? Are you sure you're ready? Mm-hmm. All right. So the SMH-OMG moment this week. Anthony Davis, he has the lovely unibrow that everyone loves to hate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And you know we just passed April Fool's Day, right?
Remember that.
Tell me why he made a video on Instagram saying that he was going to shave it. But, of course, it was April Fool's Day. So anyone smart would have realized, oh, this isn't real. But he did. So as he was, trying to shave it, the camera goes, crazy, right? And then you can't see him. You can't see anything. 2 seconds later, here he comes, and it's gone. So everybody's like, wow, oh, my God, you shaved it off. Then, a few days later, he's like, yeah, you thought. He took a selfie, and the unibrow was still there. So, boom, he got you. SMH-OMG.
That's crazy.
You know, he got me, too. I'm not even going to lie. Because when I saw him without the unibrow, I was like, oh, you might have did something. What happened? I was like, wait, you look totally different.
I see the glow up.
He had a little glow up from that. So I was like, man, he got me.
I know.
So that made me say SMH-OMG.
Look, eyebrow arch make everybody look
The
better.
whole, it makes the whole difference.
It does. All day, but I think he has strength.
He does. He has plenty of strength. I don't think he's ever going to do it.
I don't think so either.
Ever in life.
But that was a good SMH-OMG.
SMH-OMG.
Coming up next, WNBA news and birthdays. Let's go.
Hey, it's Alita Lee, and you are now tuning in to Chicks into Sports. I'm that chick who's going to state facts and give you the tea.
Birthdays! 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver who played his entire professional career with the Green Bay Packers. Sterling Sharp turns 53. Cornerback drafted by the Eagles in the 7th round of the 2016 NFL Draft. He played college football for Louisiana State University. He also helped the Eagles win Super Bowl 52 in 2018. Jalen Mills turns 24. Former NFL quarterback who played for the New York Giants, Washington Redskins, Eagles, and Buffalo Bills. After retirement, he became a football analyst. He is the younger brother of All-Pro NFL quarterback Matt Hasselbeck. Tim Hasselbeck turns 40. Former NFL football linebacker who played for the Kansas City Chiefs and San Diego Chargers. He was selected to his only Pro Bowl game with the Chargers in 2002. Donnie Edwards turns 45. Two-time MLB All-Star pitcher as a member of the Minnesota Twins and Cleveland Indians. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2011. Bert Blyleven turned 67. Former MLB second baseman. During his career, he was a 3-time MLB All-Star. He won the Gold Glove Award 4 times during his career. He's a member of the Boone family, one of the most recognizable families in baseball, and he is best remembered for his time with the Seattle Mariners from 1992 to 1993 and 2001 to 2005. Bert Boone turns 49. Former MLB player, most famous for his days with the New York Yankees, with whom he played from 2004 to 2007. He later became a baseball coach for the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. Andy Phillips turns 41. Self-taught drifting driver from Dolestown, Pennsylvania, who currently competes in the Formula Drift Series in his Nissan 370Z for NOS Energy Drink. He also won several titles, including the Triple Crown Championship in 2009. Chris Forsberg turns 36. Happy birthday! The Stay in sports. Picture it, sports lovelies. Oh, the year. The year was 1967. 76ers Wilt Chamberlain sets NBA record of 41 rebounds. This day in sports.
Hey, my name is Ulrich Johnson, former NFL player, singer, actor, and you're listening to Chicks into Sports.
Guess what time it is? You already know what time it is. It's WNBA Atlanta Dream News, y'all. Okay, sports lovelies, you already know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the show where I get to talk WNBA and Atlanta Dream News, y'all. Now, of course, straight off the press, hot off the press, piping hot, sports lovelies. Elizabeth Williams signs a multi-year contract extension with the Atlanta Dream, y'all. Now, the Atlanta Dream center Elizabeth Williams has signed a multi-year contract extension with the franchise. Head coach Nikki announced this on Tuesday. Now, terms of this agreement was not disclosed per team policy. I am really thankful for the Atlanta Dream organization, Williams said. They took a chance on me after my rookie year, and I've had the chance to grow on and off the court ever since. I'm really looking forward to building a great culture with this team, and in doing so, help bring a championship to Atlanta. Yes! You heard her correctly. She put that out there in the atmosphere. A championship. Yes! I can foresee it happening. I feel it. I feel the energy. We're getting a championship coming to the A 2018 from my favorite team, the Atlanta Dream. Go ahead, Dream. I'm so excited about Elizabeth Williams' extension on her contract. And I'm so looking forward to many, many, many of years of success from her. Now, also, straight off the press, straight off the Atlanta Dream press, Yelena Luchenko has signed to a training camp contract. Yes! Now, the Atlanta Dream have signed center Yelena Luchenko to a training camp contract. Head coach Nikki Collins announced this on Thursday. I am excited to re-welcome Yelena Luchenko to the Atlanta Dream. Coach Nikki said Yelena will bring a veteran presence to training camp after many successful seasons overseas. Congratulations are definitely in order to both Yelena Luchenko and also Elizabeth Williams. Oh my gosh, so excited. So many fascinating, exciting things are happening for our Atlanta Dream team. Now come on guys, you already know. You already know. Now if you don't, I have to tell you then. If I can run with the Atlanta Dream, you should run with the Atlanta Dream. Let's all run with the Atlanta Dream 2018. Yes! It's one dream. Let's go, Dream. Let's go.
Hey, Chicks into Sports family. It's Ulrich Johnson, the male perspective here, and I have a question for you. Do you deal with lines on your face, wrinkles, puffy eyes, dark eyes, or stretch marks? Well, if so, I want you to check out Nerium. Nerium is a billion-dollar anti-aging company that is changing lives around the world. To learn more about this great product, please go to ulrichjohnson.nerium.com. That's ulrichjohnson.nerium.com. Do it today.
Have you been injured in a car accident or a slip and fall? Have you found yourself at odds with the insurance company and unsure of where to turn for help? Let personal injury trial lawyer Lamont Scott maximize the value of your personal injury claim by focusing on getting the money you deserve so you can focus on healing. Catastrophic personal injury, premise and personal liability, serious auto, truck, and commercial vehicle cases. Call us today. That's 404-671-9172. Personal injury trial lawyer Lamont Scott. We're serious about fighting for you. That's 404-671-9172.
Welcome into Chicks into Sports. It's Alicia Bostic, and I'm the chick who's here to be unapologetically honest.
Okay, welcome back to Chicks Into Sports, everyone. It's Alicia Bostic, and we have one more thing to talk about after we were given our SMH OMG moment by my girl Errica.
Hey.
We started talking about another SMG OMG moment about Conor McGregor. What
Crazy.
the heck is going on?
Oh, he's crazy.
Insane.
He's super insane.
So, as of
His
today,
issues.
he is being charged with 3 counts of assault,
3.
1 count of criminal mischief after an incident at the Barclays Center. He attacked a bus full of UFC fighters arriving for a media event. Yes, my thoughts exactly. What? He's throwing trash cans. He was stopped from throwing a barricade, and he actually injured 2 other UFC fighters, who I'm not going to try to pronounce their names. Max Holloway and Khabib, something with an N. But they were supposed to fight to decide who the lightweight UFC champion would be without a qualifier before the title. And obviously McGregor won this in 2016, then stepped away to train for his boxing match against Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather. However, he has not been in the UFC ring since. So it seems that he had a problem with his title being stripped, and instead of acting like an adult, decided to throw things at a bus.
Like a child. Childish.
Insane.
So, yeah. So now he's not only in trouble with the UFC, he's in trouble with the law.
That's crazy.
He turned himself in
sure.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Definitely some civil suits are gonna come.
Michael Chiesa has a facial laceration.
Yeah, he actually couldn't. He couldn't go into his fight.
Yeah,
There's been 3
he's
fights
finished.
so far that have had to be canceled because of this incident. So President Dana White said that the upcoming matches are kind of in limbo. We don't really know what's going to be going on, but called this completely unacceptable and said that there would be consequences to follow, because usually he is the type of person that would step in and kind of stand in the gap for him. But this is not a stunt. This is not some like crazy UFC fight thing. People got hurt, and Conor McGregor is in deep trouble.
And money was lost. That's the bottom line.
That's
money
the
was
bottom
lost.
line.
That's lots of money.
He ruined a lot of things. His money, his reputation, his credibility. I mean, dude.
Right.
Their
but
money
the
too.
UFC
He messed up their money
right.
too.
The organization has lost money.
Exactly.
The fighters who are going to fight, who are not going to fight,
they're
are not
lost
getting
their
paid
money.
no more.
Exactly.
Well, that's what White said. White said it's embarrassing for the sport.
Very.
It's just embarrassing.
What do you think, Sky?
Probably his chance to fight Mayweather also. He was trying to get Mayweather in the UFC fight, which, of course, Mayweather was never going to do.
Exactly.
He's not going to have
He's
his
not gonna
record
do that.
ruined. But there was still talk about it. But now that's...
It's over. It's a
I
done
think
deal.
Khabib and his team cornered one of Conor McGregor's teammates at the hotel or whatever, and then Conor and his teammate wanted to
retaliate.
There's a little bit
And
of
that's when they
bad
dragged
blood apparently going around in the UFC.
MMA teams.
I mean, what sucks is that these fighters that were injured from this and involved, it was all innocent. They had nothing to do with why he flipped out. So it's like, why mess up 2 and 3 other UFC fighters' careers, their money, their reputation, you know, whatever, from something you did that had nothing to do with them.
And the guy he's mad at, he could have fought this weekend because the original got pulled out, and he could have called Dana and said, "I want to fight him."
Well, you know what? That's all right. On a lighter note, let's end the show on a good on a
good
happy note.
Yes.
Let's send it out right on Friday.
Yeah. All right. let's
Errica,
go.
break it down for us.
All right, let's go. So, our former beloved NFL running back, Isaiah P. He's played for the Steelers. Go Steelers. Miami Dolphins, of course. He was in a really terrible... Oh, no, you didn't. He was in a really terrible car accident in 2016, and he was ejected from the car, which basically messed up his whole leg situation. He had his leg amputated from the mid-thigh, and so it's basically just like this up, you know. And he's really hopeful about competing in Paralympics. He wants to get 3 golds, you know, as many as he can. And I think that's so inspirational, you know, because when you lose a leg or anything, any kind of limb, it's just traumatic and it's awful. You don't know what you're gonna do, and you just have to really figure out what's your next move. And I'm so glad he's looking at it in a positive light. That'll be a great career for him.
I love that.
That ended his career. So now he is obviously aiming to compete for going for the gold too. He doesn't just want to compete.
No, he wants it
He
all.
wants it all.
He wants it all.
Yeah. So 2020, 2024, 2028.
Yeah.
And he said, if they let me on the track, I'm going for the gold. Period.
Love that.
Love it. You're an athlete. You don't ever get to turn that off. And so, he's waiting to be fitted for a prosthetic leg, but he might be at a disadvantage because other Paralympic athletes actually have full use of their thigh, where he has his leg amputated like mid-thigh. But he is like a former track star. Like, obviously, you're a running back in the NFL. Like, you can run.
And he's super competitive. And he said, I like to talk some mess. That's what gets me through my competition. So I don't know who's on the leaderboards right now, but I'm coming. So we hear you, Isaiah P. We'll be looking out for you.
I know. It's such a happy story,
That's
right?
great.
It is.
Well,
That's
speaking
amazing.
of happiness, let's get to our 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
5 for 5. Quick.
Let's go.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Such confidence.
Right.
All right, here we go.
If you were a crayon in a crayon box, what color would you be?
Black.
Yes, me too.
Love it.
Who would win a fight, Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Thank you.
If you could take one cake into the zombie apocalypse, what kind of cake would that be?
What the hell? German chocolate.
Do you think that German chocolate cake would win over the zombies?
Yes. It's sticky, so it would make them, like not be able to kill me.
Okay. Fill in the blanks. When I dance, I look like...
Oh, heaven.
Oh, love that. What? When it's all said and done, what will your legacy be?
Ooh, that wasn't even quick. Strength, growth, and endurance.
Oh, love that. Thank you so much, Joci, for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Get your cheat eats.
Where we can find you?
Cheat eats at jocicakes.com. Also on IG, just Joci Cakes. Phone number 404-587-3059. Both based in Tucker, Georgia. We also have the Sometimes I Cheat teas available for those who would like to have them. So check us out. We'd love to have you.
Love it. Yay. Thank you again. Now it's time for my motivational video. Give me the mic, please. It doesn't matter how slow you go, so as long as you do not stop. Remember, dreams don't come true until you what? You wake up and go to work. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Check us out same place, same time on Atlanta's Real 1100 radio station. Come on, ladies. You already know. We got to get this together. The game will never be the same. Game on!